sit in meditation, I ask you not to move your body and everything is clear to you, and now you are following each and every rule, which is fine and which is possible. But now when I talk about the mind, okay, I don't want to confuse you guys, but I want to give you just little definition of meditation again. Now this definition is a higher level definition. Okay. When we talk about a meditation, meditation means there are no thoughts. Meditation means, which is called nirvichar avastha, which is called blankness of mind. But this definition is totally based on the experience of a person. If he is a beginner, the experience is different. If he is a mid-level, the experiences are different. If it is an advanced level, the experience is different. So whenever someone is writing the definition, they are writing the definition based on his experience. And if my experience is advanced level experience, I will write there is no thoughts in the mind, which is meditation. But let's say if the beginner is writing the definition, then there is a thoughts in the mind, and both is correct and both is perfectly right. So I want to clear up here, when the thought comes up in the mind, it's not a problem. The pressure comes in the mind, that is a problem. And how to handle it, that is we are going to learn. So when you sit in for a meditation, you are closing your eyes, thoughts will come up. It will come, it will pressurize you, and it will go. This pressurizing process will take sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes more than that, which is fine. I don't care about it. But what you have to do, what is your prime focus is, you have to be the observer. You have to be the witness of your thoughts. Whatever it is. It's a good, it is a bad, it's fine. If the bad thoughts come into your mind, that doesn't make any difference. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to oppose it. So basically what I'm saying is, when you do meditation at that time, when the thought comes up in the mind, you don't have to take interest in that. You don't have to involve yourself in that. You have to just observe it. Just look at it. Let it come and let it go. This is what we have to do. In mind, when the thought comes, let it come, let it go. If you involve in, then that thought will expand. It will create another 10 thoughts. Again, it will create another 100 thoughts. It will create another 1,000 thoughts. And this thought process, this is a giant cycle of thoughts, which started with the one thought. Why? Because you didn't able to let it go. And that's why the one is become 1,000. When the person is in depression, one negative thought came up in his or her mind. He focused on that. Now that one negative thought will expand it. So it becomes 10. Again that 10 is expanding, it becomes 100. Again that 100 is expanding, it becomes 1,000. And again you are in the same process of the negative thoughts. And because of that you feel depressed. So we are doing the totally reverse process. We are removing the base. What we have to do when we sit in for a meditation, let the thought come in, let it go out. You don't have to take interest in that thought. Because many of you are doing for a first time, it might be possible that you get involved in, because you don't know how to see it. So you get involved in it. That's not a problem again, because this is a learning process. The more you learn, the more it will help you out. And how the yoga system going to help you in that evening. So I will explain you all this thing in evening. So basically, when the thought comes in, let it come in, let it go out. If you get involved, which is fine, but when you come out that thought process, you just realize that okay, I was involved in the thought. The thought process will come in 4 layers. Basically, there are 4 layers as per my understanding. First layer, positive thoughts. Second layer, negative thoughts. Third layer, see, 1 and 2 is not important for me. It is coming and it is going, and I am fine. I can see that thought, let it come, let it go. Now the third and fourth layer is very much important for me. It's strong. Fourth layer, super positive thought. Fourth one, super negative thought. Another, like first, number 1 and number 2 comes like air. You are standing next to your car and the wind is coming and it is going through, which is fine, you can handle it. But the third and fourth, it is coming like tornado. You are sitting in the middle of the tornado and the tornado is picking you up and throwing you here and there. If you see in the movies, when the tornado comes up, it will take whole, like before few years in Kutch, there was one tornado. So there was it destroyed too many things. But what happened, like there in tornado, the tornado picks up one giant ship and it moved the ship up. The power of the tornado is it moved the ship up, it just swing it around and put it on one of the building. And when the tornado goes and everything is normal, people say, oh, how it is. This is how the tornado is. If you are in the middle of the tornado, you are done. So I am seeing the positive thoughts and negative thoughts like a tornado. I am just giving an example of tornado. You are sitting in meditation, closing your eyes, you are following my instruction, everything. And suddenly you have a thought in the mind. The lottery which I bought yesterday, I won $15 million. You forget everything whatever I said. As and when you heard $15 million, immediately you went to Hawaii. You don't care wherever you are, but you are in Hawaii. You are on the beach and you are doing here and you are going there and you are eating this and you are taking a car and you are renting a hotel and everything. You are like for 15-20 minutes you are in the tornado, and then when you come back you realize, oh, it is a thought. It is not a real winning, but this is a power of positive, super positive thoughts. And I don't see it as a problem, because as and when you go into the tornado, you realize how to control tornado. Like I have read an article where the guy, he was hit by the lightning for 10 times. For first time he was so much scared. When it happened to the second time, he was again scared, but not as first time. And on the 10th time, he was not even scared. He says, like, we have a friendship. Whenever the lightning happens, I understand that something comes up on me. And I can handle it. That's not a problem. So even that is a worse scenario. Still that guy was able to control it. Same way, when you are in the tornado for a first time, because you are doing the meditation for a first time, it is fine. You enter into the tornado, which is good. But as and when every day you do meditation and you have an experience of tornado, every time you are learning something to how to come out of that tornado. And because of the everyday practice, like when we do meditation, I always prefer a guys to do meditation for continuously in row 15 to 1 month meditation. Then only you will really realize what the meditation is. Meditation is not a one day process. Meditation is a multiple day process. To understand, just to understand the base of it. So basically you are learning how to come out that tornado every time you get into the tornado. And by this way you understand how to observe the thoughts. So anyway,